right. Hey, welcome you to Porch Talk. This is your host, Alan. We're at Mars, the McGowan Art Retreat Studio. I'd like to thank the Dale Rendon Foundation. Dani Clark is here. He's our guest. Man, out the gate, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
I fell into this bit of a slump yesterday, and thank God I'm coming out here because it has kind of a way to revive me, I feel like. But man, I've been making art and parley art for 20 years. But something came over me yesterday. I just was down in the dumps to where I didn't want to do it anymore. You ever get that way?
Yeah. It can be like that every now and then, but I find some other creative outlet. So, I mean, I feel like most people focus in on their arts. So, like, if it's painting, it's painting. If it's drawing, it's drawing. But I'm fortunate that, like, if something goes dry for me, I usually just find a different creative outlet, and usually that's enough to knock the rust loose and get me going again. Yeah. That's my trick for art block, too. So, like, if visual arts is just, I can't get anything done, I'll go and, like, look up a new recipe and try to cook something new. And usually that, in the process of doing that, sometimes I make it to the end, and sometimes midway through I get struck and I go back to the original thing I was trying to do. So
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, man, because I was going to ask like the different art forms, and that's something that I've really been taken to lately is the culinary. I've been really enjoying cooking. What all kind of art forms do you like to do?
Well, painting, drawing, obviously. I love photography. Love just capturing moments. Just as like record, not necessarily for aesthetic. I love assembling the stuff together. I like cooking myself. I make a little bit of music, not a whole lot. And then the big one for me now is pottery. So, yeah, I think that covers pretty much.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the pieces that Joe shared, with your coming, and man, I really enjoy the pottery and the ceramics, man.
Oh yeah.
So, Dani, just a little bit about you, man. Where are you from, and tell me a little bit about your story.
Well, I grew up in North Mississippi around Tupelo in a little town called Saltello, and went to college, Itawamba Community College.
ICC.
2 years. ICC, yeah, Indians. And then I eventually ended up at Mississippi State. I took a summer ceramics course, got bit by the clay bug, that stuck with me. However, ironically, I didn't major or like do anything with ceramic, like outside of just continuously taking the class again. I ended up getting my BFA in painting, and then once college was over, you get into that little free fall situation where you just
what am I gonna do?
You're in the void.
Yeah.
Because up until that point, everything's just been slotted in for you, schedules made.
Yeah.
You know what's next. Yeah. So the void was quite interesting. You work your odd amounts of jobs until you find something, and I found my way into teaching. I taught middle school for a little bit, and then I just realized I wasn't. I was, as an artist and just as a person, I needed to get out of my hometown. So I took the brave decision to move to the coast. I had a friend that lived in New Orleans. He wanted me to go and live it up in the Big Easy. I told him I love him. I love New Orleans, but I did not want to wake up in it. So the compromise was Biloxi.
Just an hour out.
Yeah, and it was a good compromise. Of course, now he doesn't live there anymore, but no, it was good because the coast riddled with artists. It has a arts community, huge festivals, galleries. There's always some art event, some type of live music, some festival, some opening, and that it feels like virtually every night you could find something, and that just didn't exist up north for me. And then to a larger extent, I was looking for a studio, for particularly a kiln, to fire. And now I had friends up north that had kilns, but I really miss the studio culture. And that's something you get to have in school. You have your fellow artists that are going in with you. You can like banter. You can talk about each other's work. There's sort of a community thing where you're all kind of in the same boat with the pursuit of like learning something or getting self-discovery. But I mean, once you're out of school again, that gets ripped away and you're just by yourself, sort of like treading water.
Back to the woods.
So many of my friends that got out of that I graduated with, like it hurts, but like they just stopped making art, and so like that was the big fear for me. Like I didn't want to just like stop because I felt like I needed it, or else I just wasn't gonna be able to live.
Yeah, how long would you teach before you were like, I've got to break out?
Probably about 2 or 3 years. When I came to the coast, I heard about shearwater pottery. So shearwater, if you don't know,
I don't.
that's the pottery studio, or the name is big because the Andersons. So the Anderson family is a huge arts family, and they're all riddled with artists. And then like one of the biggest is Walter Anderson, and he's kind of like a folk hero. He does sort of these folksy art drawings, and
yeah, just in case, there he is.
So there's sort of this romanticization of him going out into the Horn Island and just capturing the world sort of with his own lexicon of imagery.
Wow, you can definitely tell his art was inspired by the coast.
Oh yeah, just riddled with life, and I think people saw that sort of that passion, just like really living the art life to its fullest. Obviously not super like beloved and like embraced during his time, but once he was gone and everyone realized, loved. So, but
it's that way with musicians. I mean, it's that.
Oh
way.
yeah, once they're dead, now we can break out and love them and
Hey,
but
so
not
bad.
in their time.
Yeah,
not in their time. In their time,
never get to see it.
Yeah. But yeah, backtracking from Walter, his family had shearwater pottery, and he actually worked for his family's pottery studio. But that pottery, the family business is still very much alive and kicking. And so I thought I was going to go down there and possibly work for them, or just as a way to get back into pottery. So I went to the self-titled Peter Anderson Festival, and while I was there, someone pointed out that the Orr O'Keefe Museum had a ceramic studio too. And I had known a little bit about George Orr, but I didn't know a whole lot about it. But I just did the little Google thing. I found out they had little classes. I signed up. I took a course, and as I was there, they realized I knew quite a bit, and one thing led to another. I got hired on as an assistant first, and then eventually a teacher, and that's what I've been doing. That's my main job now. So.
Well, that's great, You taught
been
for a
great.
little while, but now you're getting to teach in the arts.
Yeah.
Man, just as far as like, maybe geography, but do you like sense or can tell a difference from the ceramic work down there, the pottery work versus coastal to kind of central, northeast?
Probably not so much. I haven't studied enough of the work up northeast to be able to say for sure.
It's like northeast Mississippi.
Yeah. I mean, there's like two like notable potters I feel like that people talked a lot to me about. When I come up north and they find out I'm a potter, they'll always ask me about Peter's pottery, or there's one other potter. There's a couple of like pretty renowned potters that are around the northern part, but yeah, I don't know enough of like, there's not like a culture of it, I guess, enough for me to be able to have anything to do with it, I suppose.
I see.
So.
All right.
Oh.
Well, here comes
There he is.
Joe, in the flesh.
No, I'm an apparition.
We had the door just miraculously pop open earlier. I thought it was you.
Ghost.
But it was a ghost.
It wasn't shut all the way, I bet.
It wasn't.
Are you guys alive?
Yeah, man.
Hi, I'm Joe.
Come get you a spot.
Where do I need to go? Oh,
Yeah, I got you set up,
chair
man.
right there.
Hey, Joseph. Hey, how's it going?
Well, perfect timing. I know that you and Joseph are friends. How did y'all meet?
Did we take a class together, or we just
I don't
meet?
think we did.
He was just wandering around campus one day, fiddling around.
I see him
drawing.
wandering around the district sometimes.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
roll down my window and be like, Joseph.
He was just
I never do.
I like that voice. I think you should use it more often.
a strange character, just scribbling away, making art, leaving little doodles around. Yeah, pulled him aside and we talked and yeah.
Okay, friends.
Yeah.
How about this opportunity just to be out here on Mars, coming out here for the residency? What is something, and I know it's only been a couple of days, but what are you looking to find? What's your goal for here? Have you decided?
Oh, I mean, I feel like I found a lot already. I mean, coming back here and seeing the realization of this place is huge because I remember when this effectively was just a frame and some concrete, and Joseph would walk me around the property and say, "This is what this will be. This is what that will be," and you kind of just scratch your head and you said, "Maybe,
Sure,
maybe not.
sure,
I mean."
Man,
And then lo and behold, you come back after all this time and it's there, and yeah, it's incredible.
I remember the first time that I had Joe and Joseph on. We were in the original art building.
The house, the first house,
studio?
No, the studio.
the first studio, yeah,
The first studio. And it may have been, none of this was here.
yeah,
But I think after the show, like, the vision was there.
yeah, absolutely.
And then just slowly, I mean, that's been what, almost 6-7 years ago. I mean, just look at the place now.
Yeah, just watching it fully alive and develop has just been phenomenal. And then coming and actually experiencing it is, that's the icing for me, really.
Right on. Joe, I wanted to turn it over to you for a second. I brought up we are at Mars. Talked a little bit about the Del Rendon Foundation. Just for information for those out there listening, if they're interested in events, I know we'll have an event here for Danny, and he'll probably be at Del Rendon as well.
Yes, we'll have a meet and greet Sunday afternoon, this Sunday, November 2nd, from 2 to 5:30. Anybody come out here, 211 Sesame Road. Come on out, meet Danny, look around, walk around. Everything's open. You can check out the other art. You can talk to him. You can walk on the trail. We don't care.
The new studio is so legit.
Yeah, we got a lot of art in there. And we got colored lights if you're at night. It's really cool. So we do have the meet and greet. Also, in conjunction with that, we're going to have the Starville Photography Club. Some of those folks are coming out that afternoon to do some random photo shoot thing. And, you might learn something from them, So it'll be a dual thing. And then Thursday evening, 5:30 to 7, we'll be at the Del Rendon space for a one-night show with Danny. And he's that's over at 100 GT Tim's, Suite C1. It's over right beside Starville Physical Therapy, past the theater off of Stark Road. And that's the Del Rendon Foundation office and space. We have a small gallery space there. And we'll have a little bit of live music to go along with that. We got a young lady named Kyla Dunning. I hope I said that right, Kyla. She's an artist and singer, really good. And we're going to have her singing. And she may have some accompaniment on a guitar. I'm not sure. And she's, anyway, so that should be a really fun event. And then, of course, anybody can come contact us in between to, visit.
And just with Mars here, what is the best way to kind of follow, keep up? Would it be Instagram, the website? Where would you
for immediate follow and information that we're putting out? I would say Instagram or Facebook. And it's like McGowan, MACGOWN_art, both, and that's also McGowan Art on Facebook. We do have a joemcgowan.com website, but we won't be putting a lot on there yet. That'll be after the fact. We'll put his information. We'll have some pictures of his stay here. I need to take more pictures. And but also I know we're gonna have a feature in this Saturday's paper, the Dispatch, lifestyle section about his stay here, and we'll, you know, I guess that's about it. You can call us anytime or email me anytime too if you want to know more.
And just with the place, the art studio. I mean, well, I guess none of these buildings are ever really finished. You're throwing on new paint, and artists are coming in and just adding to it. What's some of the you got any future plans? Things you're looking forward to?
Well, you know, I definitely want to work on the old art house, we call it, and we've been using that more for visiting musicians coming through town, and others, and ourselves. We do work up there. We have a shop up there. We have, you know, we put our prints together there. You know, so it's my wife's up there making tiles right now for her house she's designing in this building, for a surround around a little, some kind of little fireplace insert. You know, so we're using that space, but I want to make it more artistic in there. I'm starting to paint the cabinet doors in the kitchen artistically, but I want to really go through that. Added a couple of new lights the other day. So by the time we get through these buildings, then I go back and work on the old buildings. So it's a never-ending circle. We've been talking since Dani's here. He's got us. I don't know. I need to make some money, but he's like, "Hey, man, you should." No, he didn't say this, but we should. You know, but talking to him makes me realize we really needed a dedicated ceramic space. That would be, if I did another building ever, that would be it. And I'd love to have it kind of between the gallery and the cabin down here, where we could kind of flow, maybe we could all use it, Joseph, me, people like Dani, my wife, you know, and visitors maybe. We could have a couple kilns in there and do some workshops too, and you know, let people use it. Oh, that would be really cool. That would be something I'd love to do if the funding would, if I can get enough sales over the next few years.
Support the arts.
Yeah, all of the art, everything we sell, everything I sell goes back into this idea, the retreat idea, so other people can use it. So I think it's a good thing.
And it truly does. You come back, it's changed.
No one believes you when you say you're gonna do something, you know, and it's and most people can't do it, and I think I'm personally kind of stubborn. You know, I'm like, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm usually pretty good about doing it. I'm gonna find a way to do it. So I try not to say things I don't think I can. You know, if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm planning on doing it. Yeah, I don't care.
Well, just with Dani's stay, focusing on ceramics. I mean, we've got some of the paintings. What all kind of directions are you gonna go? Just every direction?
Just every direction, yeah.
What about the outdoors, man? Have you explored some of the I know the weather's kind of been nasty, but have you had a chance to kind of scope everything out?
Yeah, I mean, this place is a wellspring of knowledge and inspiration. There's all sorts of little nooks and crannies, and it's delightful to go back and find pieces and fragments of friends that I've long since passed through. I got all my friends that I did ceramics with. They all have pieces left around, scattered around the premises. So it's kind of it's a different thing for me to walk around and pick up an old mug from an old friend that I haven't seen or spoken to in ages. And yeah, I mean, I really love it.
I mean, yeah, just before we got going, we were kind of, I mean, just between kind of the three of us, we were kind of reminiscing about artists gone by and who have come and gone. And yeah, man, I kind of get that sense to where it's like, I mean, did you know Lawson?
I don't think
Lawson
so.
King?
He's the one that did the metal sculpture.
Oh, okay.
No, they probably didn't know one another. Oh, although you would like.
I know you did like, you knew Garland.
Yeah, I knew Garland.
We have pieces from, what was it, Dom?
Yeah.
He was a former student that we did ceramics with. He has several pieces out here. And what's the little winged creature on the porch? You did that.
I don't know if
The one right out here.
yeah.
That's
Different time.
You know what? Yeah, it is really cool to see the different. We have some of Dan's pieces here from back when, like that. I believe this one on the wall is something you worked on, and we have a couple others here. Oh, those two are his.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure we have ceramics that we like that. And I hope it goes in the heads of these artists like Dani, and soaks in there, and they go, oh yeah, it reminds them of why you do art and inspires you to do something else and more. I don't know.
This was like with the painting or the drawing, man, like favorite medias, like when it comes to pens, pencils, or like different kinds of paints. Like, what do you have a favorite go-to? Or
I mean, I love paint. I just love mixing color, pushing it around the tactile feel. I mean, I like how precise you can get with drawing though. I mean, it's the whole process for me. It's why I continuously do it. I'm very process oriented as far as like the process of actually making it. I'm not too entirely consumed in like end ideas, just like as the excuse to create. So, I mean, it's why I cook and everything else.
Right on.
I have a question for Danny. Like, I noticed it's very, to me anyway, maybe it's a false observation, but your paintings seem a little more, dark or macabre sometimes. Whereas your ceramic pieces are more, they seem to be more about the beauty of the art. I don't know. And both are well done. It's just an interesting back and forth, yin and yang dynamic there between the two styles.
Inside and outside. I mean, when I was really into ceramics, I found out it was a lot easier to market my ceramics just based on the utility of it. People aren't poking and prodding for like meaning behind the ceramics. It's a cup.
Yeah.
And if it's a well-made cup, they'll drink it. They're
this
not
one
gonna
has a handle.
Yeah, this one has a handle. This one's
Got a face
one's
on
blue. This one has polka dots. This one has a cute little funny drawing on it. There's not a whole lot of depth to it, so people are just buying it for fun. And that was, my paintings definitely they're definitely more psychological. I think more reflective of like how I feel about certain things. I don't try to be too pushy about what they mean. I feel like a lot of people should see it, and when they experience it, if they feel, they can project something onto it, or they can say, this is what this is, and then they just experience it and go. So,
what about like just your earliest impressions? Like, what made you want to get into art?
I honestly can't really remember. I was always just putting stuff together. I just love building, assembling. I love tearing stuff apart. As a child, I was reckless. If I could tear it apart and reassemble it, I would. Just like, I think art for me represents or is analogous toward like pursuit of knowledge, because there's always this: how do I make this? How do I do this? What can I do to make this look better? There's just this never-ending line of questions that I get when it comes to art, and eventually you get to the point where you realize there's no final answer to any of it, and it's just an endless stream. But it's the gift that keeps giving.
Absolutely, man. When just down there on the coast, what are some of your favorite pastimes? Like when you're giving art a break and you're just out there livin.
Well, I love the good breweries. We got plenty of good breweries. Not as much as Alabama. Alabama's great for breweries. So whenever I can, I escape over to Alabama. But we got a couple good local ones down there that are propping up, and they always have fun stuff that are rotating on tap. That and just walking around the beach.
Yeah, man. That was just between the two twin states, man. That was one thing that I always thought Alabama got right.
Oh yeah,
it seems like every
Huntsville's
town.
incredible.
Huntsville, Birmingham.
Yeah, and they're hundreds. Like you could go and not visit the same one twice, and I remember we had like we went for someone's birthday, but there's a literal beer crawl like card they gave us when we went to Huntsville, and you had to try to check off. It was like 18 different breweries, and you just had to like check them off as you went to each one. We tried getting through it. It was rough. It was fun though.
The brewery crawl.
Yeah.
Well, man, like just kind of back to just being down there in Biloxi and being able to teach the ceramics and get back into it is, just maybe for those listening, maybe getting into it, wanting to learn, like, what do you recommend as far as like just.
So the great part of my job is, so we have a different set array of courses. So we have the sort of like, you're curious, you just want to play in the mud, you want to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
People pay $45 to try their hands at the wheel for 3 hours. Or we have other courses where, like, if you don't want to do the wheel, you can build like a slab mug, or we do all sorts of seasonal, like, sort of more like hobby casual stuff. So it's very accessible. But the thing is, usually that experience bleeds into the 8-week courses, and those are quite special to me because I get to watch people really go on their ceramics journey. And it's not so much about making them into artists as much as just enabling them another avenue of expression. And that's incredible because it's kind of one of those things that you see in real time. It's like teaching someone how to write, basically. And then after like the first session with me, they'll sign up again, and I'll see the second session, and they'll start making just completely unique things. And it's just fun to see that develop. We've had people go on to start their own studios, to go on to sell, and like watching that sort of evolution happen in such a small span of time.
Mm-hmm.
And these are people from all walks of life. A lot of retirees, but that's probably the most like hope-inducing one, is just seeing like that these are people that generally want to learn a new skill, and they do. And like even if it wasn't ceramics necessarily, it's very comforting to me to know that like if I get to like 65 years old or whatever, and there's something I want to pick up, it's doable.
Hey, I'm getting there.
What about like just I want to just step back, like exiting high school and going to ICC. Was there a time or a period during that time like you weren't sure like what you were going to go to school and do?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, even while I was in school doing art, I would say I was not 100% a believer. Like I was just kind of doing the motions still.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of sort of imposter syndrome, where you're just like, oh, I'm not of mind or spirit to do any of this. This is not my expertise. I don't belong here, basically. But I mean, over time, yeah, once you sort of like worked at it, I mean, basically Joe's method, just the stubbornness, it kicks in.
Consistency.
Keep going. Yeah, consistency.
Make it a habit.
Yeah, you wake up and it becomes second nature to you. It's just like breathing, and that's the same way with ceramics, or particularly the will. It's just muscle memory. So as soon as you get that muscle memory and it becomes second nature, then like the rest is you, and that's the interesting part.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to push people to get to as a ceramics teacher.
Well, dude, I'll have to do 3 more questions and we'll wrap this up.
Yeah.
Man, question 1, just for those listening, is if they wanted to kind of keep up with you, your art, even what's going on down there with you in Biloxi, what's the best way to do that?
So, I mean, if you want to take a direct course under me, or you just want to give ceramics a shot, or you just want to try putting your hands on clay because you're bored and you need an event, or O'Keefe Museum of Art, and then there's a little tab that says Biloxi Center for Ceramics, and then under that there's event classes, 1 classes, 8-week classes. There's a bunch of little tabs you can click and navigate through, and you can read all the information about that. If you want to follow me as an artist, my Instagram is rabbit_ashes. So like ashes, like after you burn something, and then rabbit.
Where'd that come from?
Rabbit ashes? I'm actually not sure, to be honest. I've always had a fixation with rabbits, and I guess I'm a bit of a pyromaniac. I like fire and ceramics. You know, it's a very fire thing. So they just kind of merge together. So.
Right on, man. Question 2, man, is favorite style of music. Like, what's your go-to?
Oh man, I've been kind of on a singer-songwriter binge lately.
Yeah, who you been listening to?
Record 1.
There's someone I just discovered, just coming up here. Let me see what this thing is real quick.
Yeah.
He has kind of an Elvis-y type appeal to him. I like Orville Peck a lot.
He's good.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh.
We almost had that
Almost.
song play.
Yeah, we almost had some copyright infringements.
Paul Daly. I've been listening a lot of Paul Daly.
Paul Daly.
Yeah.
Familiar with Paul.
I just recently had him at the store. I think you'd enjoy him. He's a folk artist, and he's also a singer-songwriter. His name is A. Partridge.
A Partridge?
And his media of choice is he'll take roof tar and he'll smear it all over wood, let it cure, and when he comes back after it's dried, he'll carve whatever's on his heart.
That's cool.
And like one of my favorite, he's got a song that's probably my favorite song of his. It's called A. Partridge's 403rd Freakout. And I mean, like it really, it develops, I think, whether you're a musician, an artist, or hell, culinary.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think he really dialed in because what it means to be an artist is like it's the representation of your heart.
Yeah.
He does a great job with his words and his songwriting, and you can kind of tell like he started on banjo because he approaches that guitar like it's a banjo, and it's a real interesting kind of approach.
Super approachable guy too, and you should one day meet him. We hope to have him out here.
Yeah. Plugs. Man, last question to wrap it up is, man, travels. Where's somewhere that you've been you'd like to go back to, or where's somewhere you'd like to go see?
Somewhere I'd like to go see. I'd love to get up to Maine eventually.
Yes.
What's up there? You want to go see where you came from?
Beauty.
Just beauty. Just beautiful, I think.
Beautiful place.
There's a couple potters out that way too that I'm particularly keen on seeing their studios. Place I've been, I'd like to return to. I love North Carolina. There's the Penland School of Craft. Big old so craft schools. At least they're everywhere around the country. So there's things like Airmont, Anderson Ranch. They're everywhere. So these are just like little communities where they host workshops.
It's kind of like the future of here.
It'd be pretty neat if this
we
developed into
we
that.
can get a couple
This
more.
is, yeah.
We're infancy, but yeah.
But yeah, you go out there, you take courses under like really big name artists that come out. Like we get people from Japan and Scotland to come and teach like metal smithing, and it'll be like his great grandfather's technique or something. So really cool stuff like that. But it's up in these little mountains, right north of Asheville, kind of in the, I think it's called Burnsville or something, Spruce Pine area.
I was catching your name all over. Asheville, Burnsville.
Yeah.
Rabbit Town.
Yeah. But no, the mountains are gorgeous. I mean, it's pottery mecca out there. There's studios absolutely everywhere, scattered across the mountains. They make their own clay. It's gorgeous.
Oh man, that kind of leads into this is like, especially when you get down to like Neshoba County. Like, I used to get invited to go play the fair down at the Neshoba County Fair, and the first thing that my musician friends told me, rule number one, don't wear shoes or pants that you like, because Mississippi red clay is about to ruin it.
Oh,
I thought he was gonna say don't wear pants.
Yeah.
What kind of party you going to?
It's a rave. But yeah, man, it's like I meant to ask that when it comes to like clay and ceramics, is like whether it be like North Carolina, like there's different styles of mud or clay.
Yeah, and you can dig. I've dug and processed local clay down near Biloxi. I didn't get it out of Biloxi. Should say it got from Biloxi, but more or less it's like Gaucher or something. But no, there's clay everywhere. You can just dig it up and process it. It needs a little bit of love, a little additive ingredient here and there to make sure it withstands temperatures. But other than that, it's pretty much good out of the ground. It's a lot of work to process, but it's quite a marvel to go and dig that up.
Right on.
That sounds marvelous.
Yeah. Anything else to do before we wrap up? Anything else we'd like to plug?
I don't know what you talked about earlier. I always want to plug the Del Rende Foundation. You may have already.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, without the foundation, we wouldn't be able to provide artists like Dani a stipend, and we even increased it a little this year, so it's a little better. And some of that money also is from the Mississippi Arts Commission. We have a couple other private sponsors, which we don't name at this time, but they're helping out in different ways as well. So those, but the MAC, the Mississippi Arts Commission, and the Del Rende Foundation are huge. And if you ever want to donate to our foundation, you know, we have a website. It's Del Rende, I think it's delrendenfoundation.org.
Yeah.
But you know, and it's really easy. You know, we can do it online, you know, Facebook, Instagram. You can contact us, whatever. But everything, there's no overhead. Everything goes to our artists, musicians in the area, 100%.
Yeah, Dale Random Foundation sponsors my Porch Fest every year.
This is the 20th year since Dell died. Dell died 20 years ago.
Wow.
We've had this going on for 20 years. Amazing.
Right on. Well, guys, thank y'all so much for your time. This is it.
Yeah.
See ya.